Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the quick look and review of the latest version or the latest build of Windows 10, which is build 17672, and it was released today, May 16th, around 1 p.m. Eastern Time, which is often the usual time for releasing of builds. So what is new in here? We'll pretty much go straight to the point right now, so that if that's what you want to see, we'll talk a little bit about the rest afterwards. Well, the major thing that is new in here is that now for Windows Defender, any third-party antivirus that is used needs to be registered in order to actually work. So it needs to be registered in protected mode to work and be compatible with the system. So that means antivirus from third-party companies will need to actually do some changes in order for their antivirus to run within Windows 10, and it won't work if they are not they have not been registered. There's a way to actually deactivate this in the Windows registry. So there's all the instructions on the blog post for this build. So that's kind of the major thing. One last little thing that they had at this time is that when you're in task, I was saying task view because it's kind of that, but in timeline. So if you are actually looking at your different timeline stuff, and you look at something that was actually a sets thing. So for example, you had multiple tabs of different items in one set. They will now be available. It's going to tell you, oh well, here there was 6 tabs in sets, and you'll even be able to click and go through them in here. So I'll try to demonstrate that by creating something a little later, because I want to try to show it all, and we'll take a look at that separately. It's going to be interesting to see. So it's going to make easier to kind of find if you have a timeline feature of sets. Well, which one, if you had multiple sets but you're not sure which one you wanted to have, you'll be able to go through that and check it out. So that's pretty much what's in here. For those complaining that the install time is way too long and that you're stuck at 80% or 90% or 100% for hours, it's not fixed yet. It's still there. It's still a problem. It's a known issue. They actually mention it in the blog post because they know it is a problem. So don't it's still like that, and at some point it'll be fixed, so don't worry about it. Install seemed to go well. I wasn't home, so I let the computer do the install by itself. I came back, and it was on build 17672, which I believe probably went well. No glitches. I got no issues and no problems, but of course there are some known issues in here, including glitches with Office and also with sets and timeline. So there's little things here and there that you might actually notice. Apart from that, I don't know, I've been going through, really don't see anything different right now. One of the features that we're still waiting, that really is going to be kind of cool to see is, my phone or your phone or whatever that implementation of phone is going to be. It's still not in any of the builds right now, so we're waiting for that because it's going to be interesting what we can do with that. What can we do with all of that? For those wondering about sets, because you don't have it, yep, it's the way that Microsoft does this testing, which I kind of, there was an article on Torah.com about that, and I was kind of thinking myself about that, and I'm not sure it's necessarily a good way of testing. They should just push all the new stuff to everybody and see what people think. I think that's what we need to know. But apart from that, yeah, it's pretty much the same things some people have, some features others don't have these features. It's pretty much the way that it works, basically. So you know, it's we're kind of looking at what's happening. So clipboard's still working. I just look at that. Nothing special in this build. Works fine. I've not seen any glitches, slowdowns. I've used Edge quite a lot tonight, and I got no issues at all. So you know, we're continuing, but we know there's going to be other new stuff coming, even though this build doesn't have a lot of new stuff in it. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.